And we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down, here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Here's Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Roll pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down, Pat. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Wentz to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Indy. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the handoff, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Burrow on play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Touchdown! Drew Sample. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz to throw. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Complete to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To throw, Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow.
To Mixon on the check down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Burrow.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.